Greetings loved ones and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. We have lots to cover in this video. Right now I'm about to leave and go do errands, but we did just recently get back from our Hughes giving trip to Maine with my family, and I did vlog some stuff on that trip. So I figure I'll just start off this video with like the family footage because it was so pure, and seriously, Maine is the best. I went when I was really little, and when I say really little, I mean like I was just in 6th grade, so not that little, but we went to Acadia National Park and went to Bar Harbor with my family back then, and I just feel like I didn't really appreciate it when I was like, what, 11? And Finley and I did go to Maine for a wedding last year as well, and we went to Portland and Newcastle, but we didn't really do that much outside of that area, and it rained the whole time. So it felt like, you know, I had had tastes of Maine, but not the Maine experience that we had with my family. So it was seriously so special. We celebrated my dad's birthday. He turned 60 this year. We celebrated Lindsay's birthday. She turned 30 this year. I'm actually filming this clip on her actual birthday, September 19th, but it was truly a time to be had, honestly. So I'll put in that footage now, and then I'll get back to present day me and we can go about our Vermont activities.
Flashback.
We're in Maine, actually, for Hughes giving. It was pretty close to Vermont for us to road trip. So Corvidia went on her first road trip on Wednesday, but I'm starting this on Saturday. And today, actually, we're doing a little birthday dinner for Lindsay, but she doesn't know. So it's kind of a surprise. But we're currently heading to Boothbay. So Lindsay and Jared, we actually just passed them in Newcastle, Maine. We're staying around Bristol on like Boyd Pond, and we stopped at the gas station to fuel up, and we saw them. We were like, hey y'all! And now we're gonna continue our way to Boothbay Harbor, and we're gonna go shopping downtown, and Finley's gonna try to find something for Lindsay. I already have her gift. And for himself as well. And then I don't know what my brother and dad and mom are doing, but this is what we're doing. And the dogs are coming with us, and they're gonna shop around town with us. Just wanted to check in. Really, you haven't missed that much on the trip so far. We celebrated my dad's birthday on Thursday night, which was like our first full night here. And we had a little beach day yesterday, but it didn't last very long because I came underprepared and I did not sunscreen myself.
Corvidia puked all over you.
Yeah, and Corvidia puked all over me, and it looked like I peed my pants. So we just headed back to the house, and then we actually went and got ice cream and went for a walk and went down to the harbor, and it was nice. So even when things occur, you know, we do a little skirt, little pivot. But I'm excited to go to Boothbay. This is where the Maine State Aquarium is, actually, but we're not going there today. We just don't have time to go before dinner, but we're going to the River House tonight for dinner, and one of my subscribers and a patron of mine, Victoria, shout out, she lives around this area, so she gave us a ton of recommendations. So we're just checking things out and going to do her rec of shopping around downtown Boothbay.
I'm going to Enchanted.
Enchantments? She didn't recommend that, but Finley recommended it. We're going to a store called Enchantments, and Larry's very excited because he's very enchanting. I've never been into a Real Life is Good store before, I don't think. Look, that's Winnie the Pooh. That was our baby shower thing.
Just like your diapers when you run out of your honest one.
Yeah, that's the Pooh corner, where you belong. Wow. Pretty cute if you ask me. I love a little wharf town. Mr. Larry meeting all his people. Larry loves being out on the town because he's a socialite. He's a Beverly Hills Chihuahua socialite. We're on the little footbridge, 1901. Look at you being brave, Larry. He doesn't really like metal bridges, but he's okay with a wood bridge. The metal just reminds him of the grates on the ground in Los Angeles.
Fun fact about me, I've seen a sea lion in real life. I almost petted it until it started charging at me.
That's true. Colin witnessed that. That was Hughes giving 2018.
True.
True story. Almost petted it. The things that happen to you, the risk of the life you live is just incredible.
He's very handsome creature.
This is pretty cute, huh?
Wow. That is fine living. Here, now
Rue refuses to walk in towns. It's really just easy living, girlfriend. She loves life down there. She thinks we got the stroller for her.
Princess Palanquin.
Yeah. Okay guys, I came to breastfeed in the car while Finley goes to his little enchantment store. It's apparently like a magic store, but also like crystals and fun little things like that. And he wants to go and look for a gift for Lindsay there, so I told him to run along, hun. And I'm waiting for her to finish up on the old teat so I can go put her in the carrier and walk up to meet him. We'll see. what downtown Boothbay has to offer us. We're actually not even gonna be here for that much longer, like maybe 20 minutes. So we gotta get back and start getting ready for dinner. I'm allergic to work. I break out in naps.
Better every time. There's the book section up there.
Look at the crow. Love the dragons. Is that dopey? These are so popular now. It's like adult coloring books. Eat a bag of what? Do some kicking. She liked these ones a lot.
Nice.
That's nice. So musical. You drink coffee?
It was an emergency. I was a little tired. I was sleepy.
I didn't even know that you have ever drank coffee ever.
That's what I said.
Ooh,
Tastes like crap.
got a little sixer over there, Chris.
It tastes like poo, Rue. G-string pale ale.
Oh my god.
Colin tastes something. For the record, Colin tastes
It's a little something for the ladies. What are going to want?
This is awesome. So are you guys loving the Airbnb or what?
the Airbnb love house. It's really fantastic.
I like the architecture and the structure. I like that from outside it looks like instead of just a wall of windows, it has a little bit of a little peak.
I like seeing all the glue lamps.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Glue lamps.
Glue lambs?
Pretty sure, yeah.
In like these beams, the long beams?
Like how it's a bunch of like 2x6s or whatever they are glued together.
Oh. All dressed up for dinner in her pretty little princess dress. And Lindsay the lobster. You love it.
There's whoopie pies, obvious.
Now you can enter your New England baking era just like mom.
Oh, and this will look good for fall on my counter, honey, in the farmhouse.
Whoopi Goldberg.
There was something else in here.
Yeah, be careful.
We were just looking at little pumpkin stuff earlier. They're so cute. I love them. Yes, they're perfect. I need the little fall moments for the home, and it's packable. Yeah, exactly. It's like fit in my suit. So put it all the way up.
All the way, yeah, all the way.
Let's like this party.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put sauce and sauce and
Can you put some sauce on it?
I ran it in the bottom.
Just a little.
I'm just enjoying a little bit of dinner at River Garden.
River House.
River House, delicious swordfish, some fake beer, and my baby's here.
She's asleep.
She's asleep. I put her in a high chair for the first time.
She's too small.
Happy birthday, Local Limon. And that's all from me, folks.
Happy birthday, dear Loca. Happy birthday to you. For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny. For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow. Wow. Which nobody can deny.
Yes.
Thank you to all my fans.
No.
I wish my voice was a little louder, honey, but I haven't spoken with you just left so back to yes, I am. This is as good as I got.
So I've still got enough lung to blow the candle.
Thank God.
She's performing for one. It's herself. So one woman show.
That's gorgeous. Woo. The big 3-0.
Beautiful.
Couple more weeks.
This is it, y'all.
Today is Corvidia's first football Sunday, so she's in her little crocheted football hat. Thanks, Audra. And she's even got her little football rattle. Yeah, we're gonna go to the diner. I'm just reading my book, enjoying the view. Get a load of this. Boyd Pond in Bristol, Maine. I like what I see. This Airbnb is on like 7 acres or something, and it's so quiet and wonderful here. Rue, are you gonna fit inside of that little cooler bag? You can't go in there, you're not a sandwich. Well, I forgot to film it, but Finley and I went to Deb's Bristol Diner, and Deb, she took care of us. It was an incredible spot. It truly was so good, and especially in a small town, finding a good diner, oh my God, it's my favorite thing on vacation. Came back here. The old man's watching his first NFL Sunday, but Corvidio went down for a nap. So I'm reading this book called Liars by Sarah Manguso, and a lot of my favorite authors recommended this. It's like a new book that just came out, and it's basically about a dying marriage, but it's fictional. And I would say I'm kind of like halfway into it right now. I don't know. Sometimes when I read books like this, where it's just like a series of short stories, it takes me a while to get into it and be like, oh, what's gonna happen with them? You know what I mean? I just don't feel very invested right now, which isn't the best way to feel about 60 pages into a book, but it's short. And it's not like I'm not enjoying it. I'm just kind of like, we'll see how this goes. We'll see where this story ends up. But I'm kind of reading this as a little break book in between reading the Housemaid series, because I read the first one on recommendation from my sister, and then I need to read the next 2. But I'll probably just do that when I get back home. Just enjoying some lovely vacation time outside. This place is awesome. Good boy. Larry came outside to join me while I read my book. And Rue's just kind of waiting to get inside of the little cooler bag. Oh, you wanted everybody to see your beautiful face? He is handsome. Those aren't your life jackets, dogs. Your life jackets have a handle on the back to pick you up.
Okay, we have some delicious homemade chili by Chef Mama Lisa. That is,
Meme.
maybe you can give him a little shot of that on the stove, honey.
Yeah.
Serve yourself.
Gorgeous chili. Look at this pot. Very Maine pot. And then we have is this an apple crisp for dessert? Love that.
Apple crumble. So these are a delicious, cheesy, jalapeno, hot honey cornbread muffin. I mean,
Where'd you get the recipe?
Gorgeous. The internet. Lastly, darlings, we have the toppings of choice. So we've got some guacamole over there, some Cholula, just like my spicy little Chihuahua son. Gorgeous cheddar, honey, local.
And you can crush some chips
Crush
up.
some chips. I know Dad's gonna want to do that.
Pemaquid Beach, honey. Taking the old wagon out. She's coming down with her little car seat. We have all of her things for her. It's probably too windy to hear us. I'm gonna film your first bite.
Oh my gosh,
Okay,
really
you got a
dueling.
knife?
I got double butter, honey. I feel like I really want to pour the butter on it first.
Yeah, it's necessary.
The lobster is cold. It's not supposed to be hot?
I don't know.
Okay, this is the way it's served.
So far, not off to a great start.
Really good.
You like
The
her?
cold is throwing me off, but it's not bad. I thought it would be warm.
Lindsay doesn't like seafood. This is revolutionary. Oh, that is cute. You can't have a lobster roll yet because you're too small. Well, folks, huge day in the Hughes household. Lindsay ate lobster. So did Jared, their first time. And you know, they did expect it to be warm, and it was served cold, and it was still delicious for both of them. They ate the whole thing. And I'm just so proud of her. Way to go, Linz. She never even eats seafood. I think she's literally eaten salmon once that Jared grilled for her one time, and she told me about it. But I think it's really a rarity, so I'm feeling like a proud sister today. It was delicious. We went to Sprague's Lobster, and then we shopped around, but it's a Monday when I'm filming this, and all the shops are closed. So now we are going to Newcastle, where a shop is open and owned by our friend's parents. And we didn't know that until we came to visit here, and he replied back and he was like, I grew up there. Oh my God, My parents own a shop, Mexicali Blues in Newcastle. You guys should go. So we're gonna go. Well, 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 Caleb. Looks like your parents' store is selling you yurts. If y'all need a yurt to live in, check out Living in Tent Yurts. We kind of got a little crazy. We got about, would you say 6 items of clothing? Do a haul, yeah. Cute shorts, babe. Cute shorts. Love those. Love these.
Very cute.
Yeah, and those will
Look
be...
like Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, you're gonna look like Mac DeMarco. But those will also be nice and warm in the winter, which I didn't really consider with my items. Those, I don't have any basic flowy pants like that, the black ones.
Is it
I
a
have
dress or pants?
They're pants. All of my black pants are like floral and stuff.
Pretty short though.
I'm short. They'll be high-waisted and I can wear them even when I'm pregante or postpartum.
This I got for myself for this fall.
I got this for Corvidia. It's so cute. There's a couple of different colors, but we got the ones with the llama red pajama.
Getting electrocuted.
No, I think it's rain, and I think it's supposed to be Peruvian mountains or something. The alpacas.
Hold on to this for
Oh,
me,
look
darling.
at the back. Oh my god, the back. So cute. And then those are the same as the black ones, but in green. Love these ones.
Are these pants or dress?
The same as the black ones, they're pants.
You didn't tell me to get 2 of my items.
Well, I just last minute grabbed them in black.
You panicked.
Yeah, I panicked. Well, I realized what do I actually need in my wardrobe, and I realized I actually needed the black, and I almost put back the green. These I got in an XL, so I can wear my giant brown sweater under them. Gorgeous! Forager overalls is what they were called. Really good, I like them a lot. I can't decide how I look in a 5-panel, honey. I'm wearing Auntie Loca's hat. We're going to the Coastal Botanical Gardens. You wore a really good shirt for the Botanical Gardens today, Mr. Mallard. These are Finley's new shorts he got at the store.
At the short store.
At the short store.
Those look pretty sweet.
We're going to the Maine Coastal Botanical Gardens. You look great in my hat. Shout out to the girl who crocheted that.
Rinaldi,
Yes.
Princess of Genovia.
She keeps saying that she looks like Mia Thermopolis. Look at this beautiful butterfly. Love that little guy. This is the biggest botanical garden and the only botanical garden apparently in the Northeast. We just saw a caterpillar in there. It looks like Caterpie. Are you sure that's not Caterpie?
No,
It's Caterpie.
I'm not sure.
Oh. I like what I see. I love dahlias so much. They're
How long
so
do they
beautiful.
bloom for?
They normally bloom around this time. It's like early fall. I think for a couple of months, but I know that, yeah, these are all dahlias. They're one of the like award-winning flower varieties. People get very into them, crossbreeding and getting these like peach colors and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, that one's gorgeous.
If any of you who are watching live in Oregon, go to the Swan Island Dahlia Festival. It's incredible. They all have like special little names and oh my god, so cool. Anybody here familiar with Tyrell?
Anybody seen him gone missing at the Dahlia Garden?
I saw him smoking Virginia Slims by the Butterfly House. I really like these lilac ones over here too. They're just gorgeous. Just love
Oh
them.
my god.
I don't know how finicky they are to keep up with, but I hope not very finicky. Michaela Miranda. Those ones are my favorite.
So that's just like what they need.
Mm-hmm. The colors are amazing. That's what you said when you saw me in my wedding dress. Beautiful. We found our first troll. That's nice. Get a load of that guy.
Spiked up hair looks like me back in the day.
That's true. Getting your in sync on. You gotta give the landscapers a raise here, right?
Yeah, big raise.
Huge.
I mean, they really are. There's not a weed in sight.
I love those sculptures over there, the steel sculptures that go in the wind.
Yeah.
Wow. I like this. We should do this for our railing upstairs. Either that or rebar. If I were mom with Corvidia, where would I have gone? This way.
There's one like in the green right there, fully camoed in.
And the other one sticking his head out right there.
I was warm and cozy and strolled and pushed around.
Yeah. Jared said you guys need to get an adult-sized stroller so you can push him around the grounds.
Oh, I want to be pushed. Take turns.
It's the ocean down there. It's so beautiful here. The meditation garden. I love this guy. She's tripping out. She said this thing is awesome.
She loves it.
The fairy village. They live everywhere.
What happened to the sun?
We found the first one.
There's lots of them. This is another one here. Peace sign. Colin's making his own. No one's gonna get in there.
Force field.
No trolls will get in there. Oh, I love this little one. They have a very sturdy roof. That's nice. I like what I see. I made a little one back here. It's kind of, I would say, some sort of teepee model. This is the front door, the main stick. So cool.
I think it's a little loose.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Hold on to the tree if it breaks. Grab that branch. That'll hold you.
I'm okay. I'm not testing it with both of us. I'll dig it
Yeah.
down there.
One at a time, please.
2 boys in 1 tree house.
Watch yourself.
The third's coming up. Colin's coming.
Just went to botanical gardens with Bay.
Bay and fam. We're the last ones to leave because we got a chicken pillow.
Look at this.
I love it.
I love you.
I love you. Let's go get pizza. It's riding in style. Corvidia fell asleep like 3 times at the gardens. She loves it here. Taking advantage of our free childcare and going on a date. Look at us.
End of flashback.
All right, now that you saw the main footage, let's get into what's going on now. So we got home about like a week ago, and there's been a couple of things that have been happening on our property. So our water heater broke and started leaking, and Finley is currently replacing that today. So Corvidia and I are going into town. We're gonna run errands, and I'm just gonna take her around to like the co-op and other various things that I typically vlog for you. Oh, I just realized that I actually have to grab one more thing to donate. I need to take some donations in. I need to get my rings cleaned. I need to pick up a book from the bookstore that they have on hold for me, just like various things like that. But yes, we had the propane people come today, and he was just kind of checking for leaks and safety and capping things that didn't need to be on and stuff like that so that we could go about the process. And when he does that installation process, he might share it with you.
This is a heat pump water heater. This is actually the most efficient, as far as I'm aware, you know, in terms of energy efficiency. It's the most efficient kind of water heater that's available on the market, and it's relatively affordable. Certainly more expensive than a typical gas or electric water heater, but with the rebates available, this should be much more efficient and lower cost to run. The heat pump aspect of it is all like contained in the unit. There's not some sort of separate exterior thing that it's tapped into. So really simple setup, can easily be integrated into where a pre-existing electric water heater was. It's really easy to replace with one of these. I'm gonna have to change the plumbing a little bit. And then the one thing that's a little different with these is there's a condensate line that comes out right here that you have to run to, you know, somewhere for that water to drain out to. So now I'm just looking at taking this thing out. I'm draining it right now. I'm just thinking about how to take it apart properly. So here we go. I mean, talking on the bright side, this thing is just pure sex appeal. Aesthetically, big step up. It's girthy. It's got a body to it. Got techno gadgets. Wi-Fi enabled. Usually I actually try to avoid that, but didn't have a choice this time. So basically we gotta bring these lines out further and then bring them down. This is the hot water where it exits, and the cold water's down at the bottom. This is the drain. This is for if it gets overpressured or too hot. So I'll pipe a little thing down like that. It recommended flexible hoses to connect. I ended up getting these ones because they're kind of stainless steel mesh exterior looking ones. They have a rubber interior that people complain can kind of disintegrate and then end up like staining your bathtubs and stuff like that. So this should avoid that kind of problem. These are Shark Bite connectors, and this one came with a valve on it. So honestly, a pretty good value for these things. And then I got two 10-foot sections of just this clear braided plastic tubing. The drain valve, I'll run it behind these. I have a pretty janky drain system over there. I just use a trash bag taped up to keep the stank out. So I'm gonna have to delve into all that again. again. And then I gotta do electrical too. So all this was pretty expensive. It was like $277 for, I mean, not just what I'm holding, but I had to get some 10-3 wire and a 30 amp breaker to replace the 20 amp breaker that was in there. That was like $100 just for that, but it is what it is. I texted my friends, I said this is my first DIY, but my brain expanding massively. I can feel the size difference after this hassle of a project, so I think it's all good. So I still gotta do the electrical. Got the plumbing done. These flexible connections make it a little easier. Nothing overly complicated here. I'll bring the camera up so you can see better, but aside from my hideous crooked thermal expansion tank, looks pretty good. Cold water comes in there, goes down, enters at the bottom. I got a shut-off valve right there. Gets heated up in the tank, and this is the hot water outlet. Goes up. This is the condensate drain. This, I don't know what it's called. If it gets too hot or too much pressure, basically just so the hot steam and stuff comes out in a safer area, not in your face. And then I need to tap into the electrical in here, run it right there.
I don't ever want to bore you guys with renovation hubbub, but also I feel like some of you like watch with your partners and they get a kick out of watching Finley do these things. Or, you know, if you ever move into a house one day and you're living in a renovation house and having to do all of these projects and want to DIY them, then it would be helpful information for you. So that's kind of why I keep in those little projects and things like that, just to give you the 411. But I need to get this girl moving. Okay, let's go shop. Picked up my book. It's our ice cream parlor. We're not gonna go there today. We're not gonna get any baby clothes either, although they look really cute. The trees on the hill are starting to change. Fall is here. I dropped off my rings to get cleaned, and it looks like my finger's been wearing a corset. It's crazy. Also, a lot of our local businesses have been closing since we moved here, but we have a new brewery that I'm excited to check out. I haven't been in yet, but it just opened. I kind of like these. Height does not adjust on this one. This is so pretty. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh, I love this. 78. I'm looking for a butter dish. I love this chair, and I love that shelf. I can't get any more chairs. Look at their little fall display. Oh, that is cute. And they got the mums out. Incredible. It's a beautiful day.
She's like, oh, we're closed for a private event.
Why are we cursed with places that close for private events? Do you remember when we tried to go line dancing in Nashville and they were closed for a private event? Damn, that sun is shining. Okay, I just had an amazing birthday phone call with Loca Limon, and that's what I'm calling her instead of Lucinda Limon now. And I'm about to go into the co-op and put her in the carrier and head and run my errands. I have about an hour until her happy baby wake window clock runs out. I just fed her in the back seat in a parking lot, and I called Lindsay, and now she's like gurgling a lot and having a totally fun wicked time, and she's gonna come into the co-op with me, and she loves shopping and looking at everything in there. But then pray for me on the way home, because at around 6:30 every day she says, honey, when is bedtime, when is bath time? So yeah, we have about an hour. Okay, let's go get our groceries. Fall is officially upon us, y'all. It's almost beanie season. It feels a little warm to wear this today. It's like in the 60s, but I'm in my new fun overalls, my Indigo Luna sweater on, and my little shoes from the Sack, and my mushroom socks. Love those. Yeah, I'm gonna load you into the car, girl. I need to clean this off. We're going to the farmer's market. Just a working man here. Nothing to see. Nope, you're not coming. Sorry. We've got some live music going. Back at the old farmer's market. I realized that I got all my produce pretty much at the co-op the other day, so I don't really need that much, but that's okay. We'll just get other food. Look at all these leaves. Wow. We just got some gorgeous flowers, burritos, lemonade, and a chai today.
Hell yeah.
Where to next, chauffeur?
Going to my logging job.
Clocking in. Hi, Raspberry. What are you up to today? Just being gorgeous and beautiful? Just kind of hanging out with Jack. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? They're so pretty. I love cows. I know. Are you timid? That's okay. Look at our backyard right now. Y'all seeing this? Some gorgeous orange is coming in. Our old water heater's over there, so don't mind that. We gotta take her to the dump. Anyway, oh, I'm just happy. I love fall. Also, last year during fall, I was incredibly sick from my first trimester, so I feel like this fall I'm getting like a do-over at living here and being able to do, you know, fun activities and stuff like that that I didn't really get to do as much of last year. Like I want to go apple picking, and we did get to go to a fall farm and do like a corn maze and hayride kind of a thing, but I was so sick even that weekend. We went for like Halloween weekend, and that was my first like venture out of the house during fall experience, and shortly after that I got so sick for so many days that I was like severely dehydrated and had to get an IV, so that was terrible, but no regrets because it was really fun to actually get out of the house. So I'm just excited this year to have like the opportunity to do that more and just do it healthily and happily, because I was just not on my game last year. You know, I was obviously so happy to be pregnant, but I also was like really struggling. Anyway, Corvidia's taking a nap, so I'm kind of just meandering around the yard. I need to do some food prep today, and I dropped Finley off at our friend's farm to do some log splitting work, and Finley's helping them with his chainsaw and splitting a bunch of wood and prepping for the season ahead, because our friends helped us move into our bedroom when I was super pregnant, so we like owe them, you know, a favor, and they're just our buddies. So we went over there, visited with the cows, and now I'm back with the doggies, and Corvidia had a great time out on the town. She always does. All right, folks, I'm gonna get after some light food prep work here. I just need to make egg cups, which I've made like 4,000 times with you before, I feel like. But I'm just gonna be doing kale and raw cheese and a little bit of probiotic goat cheese with, I guess I actually need, there's 3 eggs here. I'll probably use like 8 eggs, because when I use other ingredients that kind of bulk it out, I can't use a dozen eggs, otherwise they'll like explode and go everywhere in my oven. But I think I've told you guys this, I'm kind of afraid of cottage cheese, but I'm okay with it in my egg cups because I can't taste the difference, especially with another cheese like this Parish Hill Creamery one. This is like a local raw cheese company, and I've never tried this probiotic cottage cheese, but I'm always in the mood for a little probiotic, I'll tell you that much. They are good for me. I might just take you off the tripod and show a little bit of like small prep work, but I'm gonna preheat the oven to 350. These will go in for like 15 minutes, and it's really not anything crazy. A monkey could make these. Monkeys are smart people. There's some dog in the distance who's like really losing their mind, so if you hear any barking, that's why. Also, I say I'm doing light food prep today because I have so many things on my to make list right now. Like I wanna make chili, and I wanna make this like kale couscous salad moment, and like this cucumber feta salad with like the last of the cherry tomatoes before we get into fall and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, I need to use up some other stuff in the fridge right now before I prep more, and my avocados aren't ripe. And also, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but sometimes when I food prep, I like bite off more than I can chew, and then I have like 4 or 5 things going, and I just get overwhelmed, and then like I have my baby and I need to go feed her, like do other things with her, and then I have like quinoa on the stove that I'm not keeping up with, and it's just like too much, you know? So we're just doing some easy peasy things today and moving on with our life. There's 8 eggs in the bowl. Let's season them. Me and the boys in the hotel lobby. I'm in a Remy Wolf phase right now. I have some thyme from the garden. I'm gonna put in like half of this cottage cheese thing, and the other half I'm gonna use for a salad in the future and hope for the best. There's fruit freaking flies. I put out a fruit fly trap of dish soap and apple cider vinegar on my freaking counter here, but it is not working. At least it hasn't since I put it out last night. They're like obsessed with my cherry tomatoes, which is why I should probably make that salad. But I also don't want to do that right now.
Several days later.
Okay, sorry if you can hear my dryer in the background in the basement, but I'm gonna make this cucumber salad now. I got the recipe from Ebby Moyer. Make this all the way up. My camera died when I was making this, but Let's try it. Cheers. I'd say it needs more flaky sea salt. And I would eat this by a beach, not really on a cold, crisp autumn day. But I wanted to use the last of the summer veggies that I found at the co-op. Yum.
Flashback.
This is raw cheese that's washed in dandelion wine. Love that for myself. This is just farmer's market things. I actually need to put that in last because I want to blend this first. Okay, that is looking nice and bubbly. Megan is about to do some bubbling. Winston is about to do some puzzling. Oh God, I love New Girl. I love this Indigo Luna sweater, but it is not good for prep work at all. Oven's preheated. I think I've said this before, but I'm not really a kale destemmer. I just don't really get that upset about it compared to other people. Sometimes people are like, what the heck? That is so bitter and horrible. I hate kale. But I really don't mind it at all. So today we are chopping up all of it roughly. I'd say the most popular egg cup combination that I make is spinach and feta, but today I'm doing kale, raw cheese, and cottage cheese, which sounds crazy. And the key with egg cups is you wanna put your like heavy ingredients being like extra, you know, chopped veggies or cheese or whatever like this at the bottom of your muffin tins before you put in the egg mixture. That's gonna kind of be the fluffy part on top. You're getting hungry again? Well, that was quite a big nap. And we're gonna fill each little hole with about a 1/4 cup of the egg mixture. Okay, I'm putting these in at 350 for 15 minutes. Also, Finley and I made this gorgeous dahlia and sunflower bouquet at the farmer's market today. And I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, but I put behind there the 2 serving trays that we got from Finley's great grandma, along with all this like inherited china and stuff like that. So I really like the serving trays up there, the pink one and the blue one. They're just so cute and whimsical. They have like children playing on them. I'll show you. I just love them so much. And it's not like we really do breakfast in bed very often, but the serving trays are just really cute. I like them as just a decor piece. And I'm still looking for a little sideboard, an antique serving kind of buffet table to go underneath this shelf. I want it to be like low to where my foot is, basically, at least, and then I can put this shelf on top. But I don't know, I found a handful of things at antique stores, but I found one in Maine that was just like way too gigantic and we couldn't take it home. And I don't know, we'll figure something out eventually for down here. And honestly, I could just get like a bench to rest it on, like a big walnut stained bench, I suppose. But I just really want drawers with it because then I can put all of our like placemats and nice napkins and tablecloths. I don't know, brother, we'll find it eventually. And the egg cups came out of the oven, by the way. They always puff up in the oven and then sink down. So I'm just letting them sink and rest for a little bit before I put them in a little Tupperware in the fridge. But I gotta feed my baby and then maybe I'll make another recipe. Okay, a little egg cup. Let's try it. They're pretty good. I'd say they're a little wet, honestly. I don't really know why. This isn't the first time this has happened to me, actually. But hey, I'll eat them all. When I touch you, I feel happy. Well, I was just about to make some hormone balancing bliss balls, some power balls. But then I looked in the pantry and we don't have any dates. And I just went to the co-op the other day and I didn't get any dates. I thought that we had some, but I guess Finley friggin' ate them all. He loves dates, he can't get enough. So what can you do? I might have to pivot and just make chili instead for dinner and just have that because we're gonna have, I don't think I already said this, but our friends are coming over. So I dropped Finley off there. They're gonna bring him back over here later and we're gonna have a bonfire. So I think I'll make chili for that. It seems like chilly weather. It's beanie weather, bonfire weather, and it's probably just the best recipe for me to go to right now. So let's do that. Hi, birdie. Oh my God, look at the trees right now during golden hour. That is nice. Golden leaves and golden hour. There's also some beautiful chili smell coming from the exhaust fan that Finley installed on the outside of the house. Life is good. Fall is here. Me, Corvidia, and Larry are going on a first day of fall walk. Good boy, Larry. Because it's currently the first day of fall actually now. And it's awesome. And we're just gonna do some leaf peeping. I haven't really talked to you guys since I made the chili, but I made it at her, I guess you call it the witching hour, you know? That time of day where she's like, hey, I'm ready for my nap. And she had her witching hour after I went to the grocery store the other day too. So if I ever stop vlogging, that's probably why. It's just because I need to tend to my baby. Anyway, the chili was delicious. I'm gonna link any of the recipes that I made in this video in the description. And then this morning, actually my aunt and uncle came to visit. They live in New Hampshire, but they were driving down to Mass. And so they were passing by us and figured that they would come and meet the baby. And it was so nice just to be able to show them the house and everything. Because honestly, their house is like my dream home. So we were just talking antiques and talking decorating and future renovation plans and just everything to do with living in New England in the winter and what we need to do to prep and all that kind of stuff. So that was a really good visit. And then after they left, I filmed a Patreon Q&A, which I probably will have live by the time that this video goes live. So if you want to watch that, I'll link it for you as well. But I've also just been editing this vlog, and yeah, editing all day. And now I'm like, I need some friggin' nature. I was about to fall asleep in my bed, but it's too beautiful. We gotta have a leaf moment. You love being Mr. Crunchkins in the leaves. Hello folks, it's a couple days later now, and I've been filming this vlog for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days or something like that, and just kind of mashing all the footage together. But I think I'm going to end it off here just because I want to start a new vlog with new projects, and I feel like we've wrapped up here, you know what I mean? Showing you recipes, doing various things. So I'm going to say sayonara. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more from me, you can always follow me on Patreon as well. And I will just see you guys in the next video. Okay, stay smiling. Bye, y'all.